the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Back in. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. They can't win. No new friends. No new friends. Football fans. Football. They sleep again. They sleep. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah, yeah.
I just hate the ball and I look for the open man. Where? The zone, I'm trying to get in. Open the play with the book of the champion. Get flipped if you trying to get in. I got the front defense, they got the...
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Arizona Cardinals. The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 319! 319!
On 1st and 10, Murray. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 319! 319! Here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that takes us from second to third down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Murray. And an alley to run. Murray fighting, lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. And I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brees. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, easy.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Breeze. He completes it to Bryant. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. The defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Here we go. 21.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chandler Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They stay on the ground on first for Johnson. Finding room inside the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Murray. Forced out to his left. Left side here, caught by Clay. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 44 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, Green 39.
On 1st down, Murray. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
Throwing again, Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Now a pitch out to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Brees to throw on 2nd down. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems. And this qualifies as a big problem.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Throwing on 1st down. Murray. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. His tight end Clay, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
To throw again, Murray. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
Murray now. Underneath for Johnson. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Detroit!
To throw on second down, Murray. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Hut!
From the gun on third down. Murray flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On second down, here's Breeze. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Robert Kindici coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now Breeze on the bootleg. Going the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on second down, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Murray. He completes it right side of the lane. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Murray. That's caught by Butler over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
They go play action here on first down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Looking to throw. Murray. And this one is incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Lucky 56. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. First down, Murray. And that is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Murray will try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
To throw, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on them, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, yellow waiting.
On first down, Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover it? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now Breeze throwing on second down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Robert Alford. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Hey. 4 down. Hot! Check. Lucky. Watch him now, Barney. Hot!
Throwing on first down. Murray. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal.
4 down. Check. Hot!
Back to throw. Murray. Now he's forced out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Gone! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Check, 47. Detroit!
Looking to throw. Murray buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Brooks Reed. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Shotgun now for Breeze. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, you ready?
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now this time, Breeze will throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready? You ready? 12.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. This is caught inside the 15. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And while there's no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Breeze now. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas from 10 yards out. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one short.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Jumping it off for Johnson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. Throwing right, and that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He got 29 yards that time. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. Murray. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
To throw on 2nd down. Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Johnson. He's to the 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Brees now to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. He's going to keep it, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Brees now on 1st down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Brooks Reed in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Brees to throw on 2nd down. And Cook has it, left side. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing now is Brees. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Now Brees got to have this one. And complete right side to Cook. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Brees now on 1st down. Caught on the left side by Gill. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Bree's going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production.
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints get a bit closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
This is fielded at the goal line. Able to spin free. And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. Taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 4 down.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
36.
Now Breeze. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And now running right through it. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. To throw on 3rd down, Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the... And this is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the number 1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Throwing on 1st down is Brees. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Brees again here on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. The Saints on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9.
Ready.
Again, they'll throw with Brees. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Here we go.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, here's Brees. He's going to sling this deep down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 18. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They They go to Johnson again. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Credit the tackle to Navarro Bowman.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Cardinals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
The first carry for Josh Adams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And they have secured a spot.